Hi guys, Bobby B doing a new letter silver report here. Appreciate you guys keeping up with me on the manipulations of silver. It's crazy out there with that manipulations. I this is I told you earlier. This is all pure silver right there. One of those Illuminatus guys came in there and I got him right between the eyes with the silver. So I thought that was very fitting since they're the ones, them and the banker bastards are the ones that are manipulating the prices over there on the comics and stuff. So give them a taste of what real silver is. Can't do that with a piece of paper, you know. You know what I'm saying? Let them try to do. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I I just want you to know I've started buying more silver. I know that a lot of you guys out there, watching of course, the stock markets and everything going crazy, and it's this big dislocation between Wall Street and Main Street out there as far as what's going on. People losing their jobs, losing everything, and of course the markets, Wall Street and them are all going up. There's big rallies over the last couple of weeks, and of course that kind of has been pushing. Noticed probably recently that's kind of been pushing precious metals prices down. Silver's dropped a little bit, not a whole lot, but it's been dropping, and it should be going up based on all the printing of the trillions, of course, because that's the way that works. But these guys, they got to take every angle they can, and they're trying to manipulate every market. I think they got too many things going on at one same time, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, but it's just crazy out there. Yeah, I guess you heard last week the IMF is going to spend another $1 trillion to fix it all. Yeah, right. Well, we're gonna start printing that money again. So at some point, if they keep printing all this money, you figure at some point that hyperinflation is going to have to come in at some point, and that's when precious metals do really well at that point, because people realize that these fiat currencies, of course, are worthless. They're not backed by anything. They're just paper. There's just paper. That's all it is. It's not a real value at all to it. So yeah, Benaki's going to be need a lot more paper over there, and of course he's going to have to get himself a bigger hard drive, because he's got to put a lot more zeros in there to cover everything. I don't know when that's all going to end, but it's insane. It's like right now with the manipulation in COMEX and stuff, and these banks, these big banks. I guess you've heard there's like a couple banks. They're holding short positions on something like it's over 300 million ounces of silver. Oh, I mean, that's not quite. I mean, I got a lot of silver, but I'm not quite there yet. I'd love to be there. Oh God, my whole house full of silver. I'd kick grandma and mom out. I'd fill my whole bedroom. It'd be nothing but silver. I'd lay on silver. I'd eat on silver. I'd walk across on silver. I'd spread my little body. I'd get naked. Oh, never mind. That's too kinky. I don't want to hear. Don't want to hear about that kinky stuff. But that's how. See, that's how they manipulate those prices at the COMEX is really with this paper, ETFs, derivatives. I mean, they can't even come up with another idea. Everything is derivatives, but that's basically what it is. It's another derivative scam, and of course, it has yet to, start the problems that we're going to see when this really comes down. So, we've already seen the problem with the derivatives based on the mortgage markets. We might have the residential real estate issue coming in again, and now. This is of course another derivative scam they got going. Of course, everybody in silver that really gets into it deeply, like me, I read the little reports every day and every day. I'm sick, but I have my little coffee and it's fascinating. But most people don't pay attention to that stuff, but they will when they hear it on the mainstream new media, and they're like, "Oh, silver prices are going up $5 every day now," and people like me that thought about it, and put a little foresight into their financial planning. These people will, should do pretty well, and at the very least, they'll have something worth something if the dollar collapses or just goes into such hyperinflation nobody wants to, even use it anymore. So at least we'll have something of value. So. But yeah, it's crazy. Or at the COMEX, those guys, and of course the big banks are all involved. J.P. Morgan, all those guys, the same group of banksters. That's the banksters. That's all they are. I mean, that's the best term for them. People are using is banksters because that's exactly what they are. Yeah. And what is it with these guys in their bubbles? That housing bubble is going to be the residential real estate bubble. There's the treasury bubble coming. Now it's going to be the silver and the precious metals bubble, 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 bubble. They must be in love with the bubble effect. I don't have a problem with bubbles or in myself personally. But because I have a large cranial mass, some people have, you know, kind of compared me with my head being a bubble. But and that's how I got my nickname, of course, was Bobby Bubblehead. But that's a whole different thing. I'm talking about these bubbles that they create in the markets, so they can pop them and they go down, and then they walk in with all the cash. And I've told you the story, but it's crazy. They're doing it in silver now, so and other precious metal, but silver really is, I think, the biggest bubble they've created, because I think silver is completely undervalued. And I think we're going to see some crazy effects moving forward. But here's the bottom line: is that it's just another Ponzi scheme. That's all it is. But I think it's going to be good when it all pops. That bubble pops. And that bubble pops, and those little bastards, they're running around, JP Morgan. He'll probably be calling Bobby, hey, Bobby, you got any silver? And all us guys that have been collecting it, for years, and we got the real silver, not the crap that they, just put in the computer, sold over and again, derivatives and all that crap. Well, all us little guys will be, yeah, we know, yeah, you want some silver? I got some, you're not getting it in my house, and if you try, I'll blow your head off, you little bastard. And then we'll just keep holding out, and then it'll keep going up, 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 and we're like, oh, no, I don't want to get any of my silver. And they'll probably call us hoarders then. They'll be like, those little hoarders are manipulating the market now. Those little hoarders that are holding the physical silver are the manipulators of the market, and we'll go, how does it feel? Stick it, you little bastard. I'm just a silly little man with silly little fantasies of glory, grandeurs of, illusions of grandeur. Can't wait till it happens. But anyway, since all this happened last week, and I've heard a lot of stories about the crazy manipulations, and of course this big liquidation the last quarter of last year in silver, stuff like that, the paper silver, and the banks are trying to get rid of the short positions, and they're trying to do all this stuff to prepare, because they don't know what the hell's going on. Well, they know what's going on. They're manipulating everything, but they realize it's going to come to an end. And of course, the people who actually hold the silver will be the people holding the real cards, so to speak. It'll be great. I can't wait. So anyway, I had talked to Grandma about this, and she said, well, I'm getting kind of old. Maybe go ahead and, sell the motorcycle. Let's put that into silver. And I said, okay. So we went down and we did that. And look at these bars. Oh, God, I got bars coming out of them. Tonight, guys, tonight we will talk to you later. But these are some beautiful bars, and, I got a bunch of those, and then I got a bunch of these little bars too. These are really pretty, these little bars. You got some there with little animals on them. Yeah, that's a little fox or wolf or something. Here's a little cat, as a cougar, That's pretty. These are just, actually, I just paid the normal generic price for these above spot. They're really pretty though. Grandma likes them because they have little, here's one little comet, It's like a little planet. It's probably Nibiru or something. Anyway, and then I got some euros with the Philharmonic euro. That's pretty. That's a nice little piece. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this stuff, but I sure like to show my silver and like to fondle it. You know me. I like to fondleize my silvers and stuff. But yeah, I think. I feel a lot better. I mean, a lot of you guys probably, just got into silver thinking, oh my gosh, these guys have been telling us to buy silver, and now the prices are going down and the economy's getting better. Oh, and geez, in a few months I'm gonna lose all my, money because I bought silver. Don't worry about it. Just keep hold on to it. It'll be fine. Take, I talked about this before, but the economy, I mean, what can possibly happen at this point? There's, with all this print, another trillion they're going to print. I mean, you can only print so many trillions, and of course, the more money you put into the economy like that, it's just going to keep making, it's just going to keep devaluing the dollar. And of course, even though the guys at the IMF and of course the guys at the G20 all said, oh no, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, we're not worried about the U.S. Dollar is a reserve currency, it's okay right now. But secretly, if you notice on the sidelines, they're talking about these SDR things, where they're going to create this international monetary fund currency. So they're already planning it. They just don't want to tell you about it. They don't really want us to know because they want to do all the preparation on the back end, while they get it all set up. And then they're going to drop ball right. They're gonna drop it right on you, and all of a sudden you wake up and, oh Jesus Christ, oh my, oh God, try to run to the bank and get your money out, and that won't do you any good. And of course, we'll be sitting pretty with all of our silvers over here, so that's good. Anyway, just a quick silver update. The main things that are happening, yeah, the economy things like it's going crazy, but it isn't. It's just manipulated. And hang on to your silver. It's gonna go up, and you guys have been doing all that for a long time. We'll be sitting pretty, and those bastards can be calling us. I can't wait. I'm such a crazy little bird. I can't wait.